but I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way, you monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then, you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? Never dreamed that our home could be dark and cold. I was told every day in my childhood, even when we grow old, home will be where the heart is. Never a word so true. My heart's far, far away. Home is too. What I'd give to return to the life that I knew lately, and to think I complained of that dull provincial town. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. Understand that my life has been altered once, it can change again. Build all your walls around me, change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds over me. My heart's far, far away. Home and
Thank you, Deb.
thank you.
Deborah Gibson will be back to talk with her right after this break. Don't go away. No break. Back with Debbie Gibson. Deborah Gibson, I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, you changed your name.
Well, actually, I was always Deborah. I've done theater my whole life, and all my old theater playbills say Deborah. And Debbie kind of went with that persona, that electric youth persona.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, I'm very comfortable with myself, and, you know, I am older, and it is a more sophisticated name, and I just like it better. So
And-
I went with it.
But your whole life, like your family calls you Deborah?
Oh, yeah. If anyone ever called and asked for Debbie on the phone, we knew we didn't know them.
It's true. That's what happened at my house, too, because my name is Roseanne, and my family and friends call me Ro or Roseanne. And Rosie was something that started when I did comedy.
Right.
So when people say Rosie, you know that they don't know you from
They're an
real life.
imposter.
There
Yes.
you go. But now you were touring at a young age. You were over in Japan at 15?
Yeah. I started touring, actually, 2 days after my high school graduation. The tour bus picked me up on our dead-end street, Sterling Avenue, Merrick, Long Island. And, Long Island, yeah. Well,
Yeah, there you go, Long Island. All right.
And off I went. And the next 5 years of my life was basically spent on the road. So to me, doing 8 shows a week in New York, near where I live, is like, you know, like a vacation.
It's a dream come true.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, this is not your first Broadway show, Beauty and the Beast. You were in Les Mis.
Uh-huh.
You were Eponine.
I was Eponine.
That's a great role.
I love that role. I had auditioned when I was 15 and re-auditioned when I was 21.
Good for you. And
Definitely got it.
Annie, were you in Annie or you auditioned for Annie?
No, I was like the Annie auditionee from hell, because I'd buy baggy Oshkosh Bagosh overalls and wear them to the auditions, because I was always too tall. And they measured you, and you had to be like 4'3" or something. So I would bend my knees, and I finally made it down to the last 10. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was standing there, and my knees were bent, and they went, and I was like this high above all the other girls, and they said, "You're
Get
out
of here."
So
And that was that.
That's my biggest regret in life, never playing Annie, but oh well.
You could do Mrs. Hannigan in the...
Yeah. Little girls, little girls. You could probably do a good Miss Hannigan.
I would love to do that. Are you kidding? Nothing would make me happier. I love Annie.
I love Annie, too.
You also did a Funny Girl, didn't you, a tour?
I did. That is the ultimate, well, you know, the ultimate musical theater role.
Barbara.
I know.
Weren't you a little intimidated to do a Barbara role?
You know, I wasn't, because I felt like I put my own spin on it. I've had so much background in theater, and I knew what that role was about. So I felt like it's not about if you hit the high C sharp just like Barbara does. It's more about the essence of the role and what you put into it. And I'm a belter, and so, you know, I went for it. And I had the time of my life, and I hope to see that on Broadway someday.
That would be a great thing. You have a new CD out?
Yes, I do.
Deborah Gibson. Go buy it. It's in your record stores right now. Nice to have you here, and go see Beauty and the Beast. All right?
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, we'll be right back.